Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Sunrise workout. We're closing in on a full 30 days of Sunrise workouts. Your body should start feeling stronger and more flexible. You should be able to connect your breathing to your movements better. So let's get started this morning. Don't forget to hit subscribe to these videos so you know when we do new ones, and like the videos so we can start doing them live. Let's roll over onto our hands and knees. Get those shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees, and let's just do a couple cat-cow stretches. Roll that spine up, one vertebrae at a time. Open it back up, head to the sky, tailbone to the sky. Just warming up that spine. Breathing in the cool, crisp morning air. Really push through those shoulders on the way up. Come back into a neutral position. Let's do some bird dog. So you're going to bring up one arm and one leg for a nice stretch. Back down to center. Connect your breathing. Inhale on the way out. Exhale on the way down. Engage those pelvic floor muscles. Zip them up from your pubic bone to your navel. Really engage those glutes. Stretch those limbs out as far as you can. One more time. Now let's stretch up to the sky and under for a nice spine twist. Let's do two more on each side. Last one. And other side. Now let's roll over onto our backs for our 100. Fire up those core muscles. Find a nice neutral position on the mat. Shoulders away from your ears. Nice little gap here about the size of a ripe grape. Take a few deep breaths, thoracic breathing into your rib cage, engaging those pelvic floor muscles to push all of the air out. Maintain that pelvic floor contraction. Just a slight contraction, and then contract more as we're doing the exercises. So inhale, on an exhale, bring those knees up to a tabletop position. Roll those shoulders off the mat. You can stay here, or you can stretch those legs out. Turn those toes out slightly to take less pressure off your calves. Inhale for 5 pumps of your arms. Exhale for 5 pumps of your arms. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. Nice deep breaths. Lower those legs a little bit if you want a little bit more of a core workout. The lower your legs are, the more you're firing up those abdominal muscles. And all the way back down to the mat. Arms over your head. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, roll all the way up. Flex those feet. Stretch over like you're rolling over a big ball. Restack one vertebrae at a time and roll all the way back down. Nice deep breath on the bottom. Exhale, roll all the way up. Flex those feet, stretch nice and tall. Roll over. Nice spine stretch. Nice hamstring stretch. All the way back down. Nice deep breath. Roll all the way up. Flex those feet. And relax. Let's put those feet out mat width apart. Arms out to the side for the saw. Nice spine twist. Stretch over that foot. Glue those sit bones to the mat. Don't let those feet slide back and forth. They should stay nice and even. If they're moving back and forth like this, that means your hip bones are moving. So keep those nice and stable. Let's do 2 more on each side. Feeling that nice stretch. Try not to lock your knees. And last one. And bring those feet together. And let's do a rollover this morning. Nice spine stretch. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Roll back all the way over. Flex those feet. Nice and slow. 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way back down, using those arms for support. Bring those legs together, all the way over again. Flex those feet, nice and slow, 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way back down. Legs together, point those toes. Exhale on the difficult part of the exercise. Come over as far as you can without any pressure on your neck. Flex those feet really hard, 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way back down. Let's do 1 more. If you feel any pressure on your neck, you're going too far back. And bring those feet back together. Let's come up into a jackknife. Hold it here. Relax those hips into your hands. No pressure on your neck. And let's turn that into a bicycle. So just nice, slow, circular motion. Point those feet. Try and balance on your shoulders as much as possible. Your hands are just there for a little extra support. Come back up to your jackknife. Roll those feet over. Flex those feet. 1 vertebrae at a time. Roll all the way up. Hold it into your teaser. Legs down. Nice spine stretch over. Now, let's cross 1 leg over the other. And we're going to roll back for our boomerang. So you're going to roll all the way back with your crossed legs. Switch your legs. Slowly roll all the way back down and up. Pause at the top, hands off the ground if you can. Nice and slow, all the way back down. And spine stretch. Restack, roll all the way back. Switch legs. All the way up. Balance at the top. And lower. Stretch over your legs. Restack. All the way back. Let's do 1 more on each side. Balance at the top. Lower those legs. Restack. Last time. Switch legs. Nice and slow, all the way back down. Balance here. Lower those legs. Stretch over for a nice spine stretch, nice hamstring stretch, and restack. Let's roll over onto our side. Hand under your head, or arm under your head. Pull those obliques off the mat. Stretch those toes as far out as you can so they come off the mat. And let's do little scissors here. Today, let's do 10 with a pointed toe. Nice inhales. Exhales, engage those pelvic floor muscles. Zip them up from your pubic bone to your navel. Now I want you to flex your feet. Same thing. Push those heels as far away as you can. If you can't balance here, put that hand in front. And keep that bottom leg stretched. Point that toe, side leg passe. Drag that toe up to your knee, pointed up to the sky. Flex that foot, nice and slow all the way back down. Keep those obliques off the mat. Keep those pelvic floor muscles engaged. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale on the way up. Flex that foot, exhale all the way back down. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Let's roll over onto our stomach for some swimming. Stretch those arms out, pull that navel off the mat. Inhale for 5 little splashes. Exhale for 5 little splashes. Nice deep breaths. Really stretch those toes away from your body. Pull that navel off the mat. Three more breaths. Last one. And relax. Let's come up onto our knee. Let's get our hip over our knee, foot straight back, not turned in, not turned out, straight back. Lean over to the side, engage those glutes. Point that toe on the way forward, flex it on the way back. You don't have to lift it very high off the ground. Try not to let your hips sink backwards. Keep them right over your knee. Nice, slow, fluid movement. Let's do 4 more. And last one. And switch sides. Again, hip over your knee, foot straight back, lean over to the side. If you need a block or a blanket or cushion or something to balance on here, if it's too hard to lean over, go ahead and get something under your hand. Point that toe on the way forward, flex it on the way back. Engage those glutes, really push them forward. Nice, slow, fluid movement. Five more. Nice deep breaths. 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Let's come down onto our mat. Other side. Pull those obliques off the mat. Stretch those toes as far as you can. And hand in front for balance if you need to. Otherwise, hand on your hip. Point those toes. Scissors. Inhale for 1 set. Exhale for 1 set. And now flex those feet. Push those heels away from your body as far as you can. Zip up those pelvic floor muscles from your pubic bone all the way up to your navel. Keep them engaged the whole time. And relax. Keep that bottom leg lifted slightly off the mat by pointing that toe. Drag that toe up to your knee. Point it up to the sky, all the way back down. Don't let those obliques get lazy. Pull them off the mat. There's 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale as you drag it up. Flex that foot, exhale. Last one. And come back down. Let's roll over to our stomach again. Up on those elbows. Support your lower back with those abdominal muscles. Shoulders away from your ears. Flex that foot, double little kick. Stretch out those quads. Don't let your belly sink into the mat. Support it with those abdominal muscles. Let's do one more. And relax. Let's clasp those arms behind your back. Nice stretch. Head lower down to the mat. Double little kick. Nice stretch. Open up those shoulders, especially if you have a desk job. Really open up that chest, open up those shoulders. Nice stretch. Let's do two more. Last one. And relax. Let's come up onto our hands and knees for our push-ups. So come up into a plank. You can stay in your box push-ups wherever you want. Let's hold that plank for a couple seconds. Nice and strong. Nice deep breaths. And 10 push-ups. If you need to put your knees down, go ahead. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's come over into our mermaid position. Glue those sit bones to the mat. Nice stretch over to one side. Nice deep breaths. Other side. Switch legs. Press that sit bone down into the mat. Breathe in the cool, crisp morning air. Last one. Thank you everyone for joining me on this sunrise workout. Hit subscribe, like the videos. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning. Enjoy this beautiful day.